Let's students, today I'm going to talk about the some numerical problem. What is the commonly going to be the asked in the SEE for the from the force of gravitation chapter. One more common, what will be the effect on force of gravitation if masses of bodies are doubled? If masses of bodies are doubled and distance between them is tripled. If you talk in this one, the how to solve, there is the different authors, different person, different teachers are giving the different pattern of this one. But I am also going to give one with the suitable logic to you, how to make it better, how to make it right way to solve this one. So let's how to solve. The first of all, for this question, if there is no any data is given and the question is going to be asked, what will be the effect on force of gravitation? The first we have to make the one equation yourself. What you make? So you suppose that there are two bodies, body A and body B. Mass of the body A is suppose that m1 and the mass of the body is suppose that m2, and distance between their center is suppose that there is the r meter, and the force of gravitation acting between them is let F1. It's okay. What I have supposed, that there are two bodies A and B. Masses of bodies A is the m1, mass of body A is the m1, mass of the body B is the m2, distance between their center is the r, and it is force of gravitation acting between them is the F1. Let's talk this one, you write in the language. What I have said, solution, relate or suppose there are two bodies, A and B having masses m1 and m2 respectively, They are separated by the distance of r meter from their centers. Yeah, the force of gravitation acting between them, is F1. Force of gravitation acting between them is the F1. Now, whatever I said, I have created it in language. Now let's apply by Newton's law of gravitation. We can write what? The F1 will be equal to G m1 m2 by r square. This became equation 1. To derive the equation 1, there is no any need of the question. First, you see, first of all, if there is no any data is given, relation is asking what will the change in the force of gravitation, then after that you can use it. Now this became equation 1. Now let's come to the question. What is the question is saying? So now I am going to be the derive this another one. Now according to question is saying what? Masses of bodies are doubled. Here I am going to be the focus one thing to the students. You just see the language if there is the masses of bodies are written, what is written? Masses of bodies means you have to change the mass of the both bodies. Means that whatever the we have created, body A having the mass m1 and body B having the mass m2. You have to change the mass of the both bodies. But suppose that instead of the masses of bodies, if there is the mass of bodies written, there is no masses of bodies. If the mass of body is written, means you have to change the mass of the only one body. You have to change the mass of the only one body. You don't have to change the mass of the both bodies. But here I am giving the one example of the masses of bodies. So now according to question, what will happen? Mass of body A. Mass of body A is the now what? It is saying double. It means body A had the mass m1. Now its mass became how much? 2m1. So it will be double means 2m1. Question is saying it should be doubled. Now mass of body B. Mass of body B. Then what will happen? It is masses of bodies are doubled. So you have to keep the 2m2. But suppose that if the mass of body is given, you don't have to change the mass of the body B, or may you not, or you don't have to change the mass of body A. Means either you have to change the mass of body A or B, but don't have to change to both of them. Okay. Now according to question, body B has the mass became what? This is the body B, this is the body A. Its mass became 2m2. Whatever distance, the distance between them is tripled. So now we can say distance between them, it was r, so now it became the 3r, means it was tripled. Yes, so distance between them became what? Now 3r. So let's force of gravitation acting between them is the F2. What will the F2? So by universal law, or by Newton's law of gravitation, by Newton's law of gravitation, what we can write? We can write F2 will be equal to gm1. Instead of the m1 now, we can write 2m1 because mass of body A is the 2m1, mass of body B is the 2m2, by distance between them is the 3r, so 3r whole square. So now we can write F2 will be equal to 2 to the 4 gm1 into m2 by 3 3 is 9 r square. gm1 and m2 by r square is equal to f1. In the equation 1 we have derived it. So instead of the gm1 into m2 by r square, we can write f2 is equal to 4 by 9 f1, because f1 is equal to gm1 into m2 by r square. Yes, so 4 by 9, it means its value will become the less than 1, means force of gravitation is decreased. So what will the effect? The force of gravitation will be decreased by 4 by 9th times than first case, than previous, or you can say first case. This is the answer of this one question. I am going to be the focus some of the mistakes students are doing. Just what mistake are doing? Just mass of body A, mass of body B I have taken, m1 had been changed into the m2 to m1, m2 had been changed into the what? 2m2. Like this we have done. Now there is the what happened. Somewhere it is going to be the right. There is the m1 and m2. The students are not going to be the supposing the name of the body, and that is saying what? m1 is equal to 2m1. it's okay. Your objective to say the M1 has been changed to the 2M1, but it is not the notation, because M1 never will be equal to 2M1. Only one condition, when the value of the M1 will be the 0. And if it is the 0, means there is no mass, means there is no force of gravitation. So I think it will not be the good to use this type of notation, M1 is equal to 2M1. I think you can clear this one how to solve. And thanks to all, as well as for the practice, I am giving the question, some of the questions on this website nepeducation.com to solve how to solve that question, and it is the more common numerical which is going to be asked in the exam. So for the practice, you are getting some of the questions are also, and you can solve it. Thank you very much to watch this one.